No. Yeah.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, and to the Bayasha Double Dot, the house of David. All right, this is Men of Valor, Las Vegas Camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salakia. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians. All right, you are the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of. Okay, it is you and you alone who Yahweh Shai cares for. All right, it's not for any other nation. All right, it doesn't matter if you're Chinese, so-called Arabic, so-called white. All right, Yahweh Shai doesn't have salvation for everybody. It is only for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians. All right, and the speckled birds whose father's line goes back, and you look like the other nations. All right, 2/3 of our people, though, 2/3 of the nation of Israel will perish and die for the disobedience you have shown unto Yahweh Shai's word. All right, unto his name, unto his testimony. Okay, because you follow after your father, the devil. All right, but nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and get into these scripts. All right, and Lord willing, be edifying unto the body.
The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, starting at 1. Hear, therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that, be judges of the ends of the earth.
Right, Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is talking to you Israelites. All right, he's talking first and foremost to the men of Israel, the 144,000 elect men and the multitude of the 1/3. All right, who will be saved out of this destruction here on the shores of America, but around the world as well. All right, but America will be decimated and be a desolation. All right, there will never be any inhabitant in this place again. It will be left for a memorial. All right, of wickedness, of what not to do. All right, this is the way that this is what will happen to you. All right, and this is what happens to a people that are consumed with wickedness. All right, and make wickedness their pride and joy. Okay, and trust in it. Okay, go ahead.
Continue. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For the power is given unto you, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and similitude from the highest.
Right.
Who shall try your works and search out your counsels?
Right. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said, hey, sovereignty is given unto you. All right, the nation of Israel, but first and foremost, the 1/3. All right, because this thing is all about the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, somebody pull Zechariah for me. 13 and 8.
Yeah, this is Zechariah 13 and 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein.
Right, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. All right, because 2/3 of the nation of Israel are undesirable to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, for not believing on the testimony. All right, for not adhering to his ways. Okay, you have this Christianity doctrine in your mind that your God has to fit you. All right, and that's one major way that you go wrong. All right, if you serve the Most High, all right, and you believe in the scriptures, the Most High is the Most High. Why would he bend to your will? Okay, you are to bend to his. That's why he has laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, there's a certain way that you have to praise him. Okay, and there's a certain people who are able to praise him. All right, it's lucky. Go one on that. Go down one.
Picking it back up at verse 9, it says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
Right, that 1/3 is being tried and refined as gold and silver is refined. As gold and silver, hey, we're being cleansed. We're being cleansed so we can have the purest form. all right, taking out the impurities from us. If you've ever seen the refining of gold or the refining of silver, all right, how all the unclean things, all right, come to the top, all right, and then you scrape it off and do away with it. Okay, this is essentially what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is doing to his nation, all right, and the 1/3 of his nation, all right, because all of Israel is not of Israel, all right. Even if your father's line goes back to the nation of Israel, all right, you fall under that 2/3 if you do not adhere to the laws, statutes, and commandments in the judgments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. Yep.
Says, picking back up, says, they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. They shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power.
Right. They say, all right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is our power. All right, and he shall say that is my people. Who is his people? The ones that adhere to his laws, statutes, and commandments. Matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy 6:4.
Deuteronomy 6:4. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, your power is one Yahweh. And thou shalt love Yahweh Yahushai thy power with all their heart, and with all their soul, and with all their might.
God, he said, hear Israel, all right, to let you know who he's talking to. All right, so that Christianity that Jebus loves everybody is false. All right, the Bible clearly states that he has a people and he's coming for a people. All right, a certain people. All right, that's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians. Okay? God.
He's not going to say the entire nation of Israel because of their iniquity or their sins, their transgressions and worshiping of these false idols. All right, and now in this captivity once again, looking for another man or another power to worship. You don't bow down to Esau, Edom, so-called white man, and let his Western philosophy, taint you. I got a quick one real quick. This is Ezekiel 22 and verse 18. It says, "Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead. In the midst of the furnace, there are even the dross of silver." So that right there was, going back into Zechariah 13:8.
God.
All right. Or 13:9, where it said he's refining the elect. Okay, because our nation has all those impurities in it. We're laden with iniquity, as Isaiah the 1st chapter says. We don't know who our power is. Hey, the whole head is sick.
Right.
We don't know where we're about to go and what to do, because the Lord's put that plagued us with that blindness and madness, right?
Right.
He put the base man over us, to continue, to put that yoke of iron and just make our nation wax worse.
Right. For a punishment. Right. All right. For a punishment for not adhering. All right. For once again trying to make our power fit us and us not fit our power.
Right.
All right. Hey, that's not the way of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Go ahead.
Continuing. Deuteronomy 6:6. And those words which I commanded thee this day shall be in thy heart.
Right. These words shall be in your heart. Okay. But they left the heart because you did not adhere to the law, statutes, and commandments. You went off. You praised other gods. You follow after the Mother Mary. All right. You follow after Jebus. All right. Who you guys who you guys call Jesus Christ. All right. The Messiah does not look like a blonde hair, blue-eyed Labrador doodle. All right. It does not. He looks like a so-called black man. Okay. This is the true image of who the world ignorantly calls Jebus. Okay. Go one more down.
Continuing, Deuteronomy 6:7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and talk of them when they sittest in their house, and when they walkest by the way, and when they liest down, and when they rises up.
Right? This is our duty. All right? This is the duty of the nation of Israel, first and foremost, to teach our people. All right? That's why you have the men out on the highways and byways calling you back. All right? Calling you back into the remembrance. All right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians. All right? And the speckled bird whose father's line goes back. It is you that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wants to wake up. It is you who Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wants and has as his peculiar special treasure. All right? But only the 1/3 of the nation of Israel right now. 2/3 will learn death by pain. Here it is. You see famine. All right? You see famine going out. You have Ohio with all these fires and these pestilence. Okay?
Chemical spill. It's going to have a lot of,
adverse effects.
Effects, later on down the road, and they're starting to, even take more, you're starting to see, those side effects of that. All right, and I believe I seen a post where it said that 11 days before, okay, this chemical spill happened. All right, the CDC updated their page on that chemical. Okay.
Right.
So that what was it? Something vinyl chlor something.
Yeah.
Whatever that chemical was. They're the not the mainstream media, but the alternate media news. All right, alternate news is classifying this as a small nuke.
Right.
That with that same amount of radiation going on. All right, you got stories of people's dogs dying out there. They animals. Yeah, people getting sick
Their
from
livestock is dying.
Yeah.
Right. Your chickens and everything that you prep for.
And what's the governor out there saying? He said we want to hold that company, who's product and chemicals that spilled. All right, he said we want to hold them accountable. All right, but we know how that's going to play out. All right.
Right. So lucky. Grab Deuteronomy 4. Start at 2. Garage is like, you can grab that because I got you hold.
Said Deuteronomy 4 and 2.
Yeah, I got you hold. Just start at 1.
Come. It's Deuteronomy.
Oh no.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, "Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Lord Yahweh, power of your fathers, giveth you."
Right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, hey, follow after my way, and I will give you the promise that I promised unto your forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. That it will that the blessing, all right, that was bestowed upon you, all right, is fulfilled. All right. But all you have to do is continue in his way. All right.
That was the land of Canaan.
God.
All right, which is Israel.
God.
The Holy Land. That don't belong to them. Them
Small hatters.
40 somethings.
Right.
Verse 2: Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord Yahweh your power, which I command you.
Right. You should not add unto the word, or you shouldn't take anything from it. But here it is, your Christianity doctrine, all right, adds and takes away from the word. All right, especially, that's one of Esau Edom's biggest offenses. Okay, adding to the word and taking from the word. All right, having that slave Bible. All right, putting you in submission and subjection to bow down to it. All right, the Bible was given for the nation of Israel how to conduct themselves and how to rule. All right, we are ruling class people. All right, even though we're in our lower state right now, we're still the most trended, most followed people. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians. All right, but you choose to be after these other fucking nations. Okay.
choose to be that proverb and byword that. All right. Repent and come back.
God.
You know,
Hey, this
Just-
word's for you.
knowing you an Israelite ain't enough to obtain salvation. All right.
Go ahead. Keep on.
Verse 3 says, your eyes have seen what the Lord Yahweh did because of Baal Peor, for all men that follow, but Baal Peor, and the Lord Yahweh thy power hath destroyed them from among you.
Right. So Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, hey, you have seen what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has done in times past. All right. Even though that you don't necessarily remember it right now, hey, but you have the documentation. All right. You have the documentation that speaks loud and clear. That speaks loud and clear each and every day. All right. If you look in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, all right, and look after those curses that were bestowed upon Israel for the disobedience. All right. You see it every single day. All right. But you don't want to adhere. All right. You still want to be a part of this society, like this place has ever did anything for you. Rape, robbery, and murder. All right. This is how America came about. This is what America's philosophy is. Okay. And it's continuous. All right. Here it is. You got World War III knocking on the door. All right. But you're still sitting aside like, oh, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. All right. You have looming famine. All right. Hey, you can't get a reasonable price for eggs. You have all these GMO fucking food and so on and so forth. All right. They have fake meat shit burgers that they want to feed you. All right. They're feeding your fucking children fucking abominable foods. All right. Splitting up your homes. All right. But you other nations are now starting to catch on, hey, because those curses are jumping on you. Matter of fact, get Deuteronomy 30:7. All right. You're starting to see these curses jump on you other nations. You so-called white people. All right. You so-called Asian people. All right. You so-called Arabic people, where your families are being broken up, where you don't have enough. All right. Not making ends meet. Okay. Where this grocery bill and this gas bill and all these bills start getting larger. All right. Taking away for your generational wealth.
There's been that rise in homelessness, and people being addicted.
God. Hey, and this is yeah, it's just the beginning.
God said all these are the beginning of sorrow.
Right.
It's all for us too as well through the Section 8 systems and all the government.
Oh, yeah, that's getting shut down.
Right.
All right, they're getting ready to shut all that. What is it? The lament for the teats.
Yep.
All the the government aids. All right. Hey, pretty soon, the people gonna bug the hell out, and try to revolt against this government when they take away their retirement funds. You know, they 401ks. When that gets took out, and Biden put that in play already. 2 years, I believe, 2 years ago, right? A couple Octobers ago.
Hey, and here it is that you still believe upon this place. You still think that America has your best interest in mind,
right? Because they don't care about their own people,
right?
All right, it's like they have their system,
right?
Said too. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has a duality,
right?
He put the spirit on these devils to only care about themselves,
right?
And with theirs, that elite.
Hey, Georgia Guidestone was 500 million people,
right? That elite of Esau,
right? And that's not even talking about 500 million of their people. All right, that's just 500 million in total,
right? Because they need slaves, the slaves and their source of entertainment,
right?
If this would continue, but we know that prophecy, it is going to shut everything Esau is doing down.
God,
right? This is Deuteronomy 30:7 says, and the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right. So all you other nations, all right, all you other nations outside of the nation of Israel, outside of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, and the speckled bird whose father's line goes back. All right, that speckled bird meaning you might look like a so-called white man, a so-called Chinese man, a so-called Arabic man, all right, a so-called Hindu man, all right, or whatever. But if your father's line goes back, you still belong to the nation of Israel. Okay? But once yet again, all right, hey, those curses are starting to fall upon you. Okay? For the atrocities that you have committed unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's name, his image, hey, his law, and his people.
Right. Hey, you know, that main thing you can see right now is because the one who hates you most is Esau Edom, the so-called white man.
Right.
Right. And with that you know, the increase of these you know, these drugs, you know, that main drug that they had that Donald Trump had to put that law out, you know, to or you know, to stop it, you
Right.
know, from because it was taking out, you know, that F bomb was taking out a whole, you know, all those fake drugs that was out that Esau pushed to plague Jake with. They started going into the suburbs, you know, and all their kids was ODing off
Right.
or becoming drug addicts.
Took away
All
one
right.
or two generations.
Go watch that and it's the younger generation that's on that. What's that on HBO? With Zendaya.
I thought it was Vice Cities.
They got the little tranny.
Oh
there,
man,
too.
I was it's not Zoo.
No, it's not Zoo, but that show on HBO with Zendaya, you know, had that, you know, pretty much exposed, you know, all these schools and these young kids, you know, being addicted to all these narcotics.
Right.
All right, all these pharmaceuticals, really, because
Right.
you know they the ones that over the counter drugs.
God. Hey, what is that
Or
farmer?
not over the counter, but you know.
Yeah.
They're
What,
farmers.
hey,
Yeah.
what is that pharmaceutical go back? It goes back to witchcraft.
Right.
All right.
Pharmakia.
Right. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, hey, put these curses upon you.
And then that's what they're doing with that C19. You know,
God.
that's just the start of they, you know, their plagues, because they pushing out more plagues than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai right now.
Right.
You know,
Right.
all this is so. How else do every heads of these? Did you see like 11 like heads of different countries got out of Turkey before? Like a day before.
All their ambassadors.
No, I
all
didn't
their
get to see
ambassadors
this.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
all the ambassadors and shit. They left like 2 days before Turkey got quaked up. You know, so it's just is that just a coincidence?
Right.
You know,
Hey.
I got something.
That's because they play with demons. All right. Hey, they got that information.
Yeah, well, they was casting them spells at the Grammys. So,
Right.
You know,
Yep.
they did all that. You know, and then you had the blood in Turkey.
God.
You know.
Yep.
This is Psalms 83 in verse 2 says, For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right. And this is exactly what they want. All right. The here it is. They believe that they have cut the name of Israel off. All right. In a way. All right. Not the people, but the name of Israel, the remembrance. Okay. So that it would not be in remembrance anymore. All right.
Right.
That they could they could use iconoclasm. All right. Hey, to curve and to distract. All right. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has everything set in place for a reason and a time. Okay. His prophecy is not going to change.
Right. And that's why he's, you know, he has woken up, you know, the majority of the elect right now, you know, to see, you know, and at least the prophets, you know, he woke up to go and put that vibration out there and remembrance back. You know, I got another quick one. This is Zechariah 1:15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen, that they are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they help forward the affliction. Okay, and so everybody got that that blood on their hands. All these other nations, have put their have put that yoke of iron on Israel,
Hey,
right?
have touched the apple of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's eye.
Right? Even just in America, you see who owns everything. It said it was in Deuteronomy that said that you should be in want of all things, right?
Yeah.
Mainly talking about Esau, but hey, you got to go through all these other nations to get your goods, okay?
Sure.
And who's setting up all these different stores that plague Jake? All right, you got Moab, them towel heads, and Esau, man, gun store, liquor store, hair shop, nail shop,
hair shop, nail shop, grocery store. Hey, airplane.
right.
Hey, hairbrush. It doesn't matter. All right. Hey, the enchantments that they try to put against Israel and the vibration from the clothes to the air, all right, to the food, all right, is trying to take the vibration of Israel down. All right. And even though we're in our lowest estate right now, all right, the lowest vibration we have ever been in, hey, how much higher is it than these other nations? All right. And it's an example because why? Jake is still the entertainer. All right. Jake is still he still has the flavor. He's still the progenitor of all things.
Right. He made them. Well, Esau have made them that proverb and a byword. He's their main source of entertainment. Okay, and chooses leaders who's gonna push that image, to destroy their people, so that we continue to follow, wickedness, right? Because you have, hip hop started as a higher intelligence movement, right?
Right, right.
but that got shut down.
Now what is it? Mumble rap.
You got drill music,
Drill music.
teaching our nation to kill each other.
Right.
All right, and highlighting the women to be dots. Yeah. All right, and hot girls, right?
What hasn't it done? All right. Hey, this Jake's music is ultimately for Jake's destruction. All right. It's nothing uplifting. All right. It is continuously, bringing the nation down. All right. But that's having that evil eye. All right. Curses that were brought unto the nation of Israel for the disobedience. Okay.
Let's Deuteronomy 4:29. But if thou should seek Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power, thou should find him. If thou seek him with all thy heart and with all their soul, when thou art in tribulation, and all those things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power, and shall be anointed unto his voice.
Right. So we God. Hey, we are in tribulation. All right. We're in that terrible time, that tough time. All right. Calling on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai now that he has woken us up. All right. Abaratazah, we be those men. All right. Hey, the prophets as before on the highways and byways calling out unto our nation. All right. Because we're in a bad case. This is a bad time. All right. And it's only going to get worse. All right. The time of Jacob's trouble is not for anyone else but Jacob. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. But the other nations will still have to go through. Okay. And they will have to go through it. Why? All right. For the atrocities they have committed unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's name, to his image, to his law, and to his people. All right. But 2/3 of the nation of Israel are not exempt. Okay. Go ahead and keep on reading.
Continue, Deuteronomy 4:31. For if Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power is a merciful power, he will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forsake the covenant of the fathers which he have sworn unto them.
Right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is a merciful power. All right. He said he would leave a remnant. That remnant is the remnant of the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. All right, that new covenant. All right, because despite what you have been taught, all right, you're not saved, Jake. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right, and you speckled birds, you are not saved. All right, salvation has not came for you yet. All right, and it is only 1/3 once again who will see salvation on this side. 2/3 will have to die, learn death by pain. All right, and after you learn death by pain, you'll be reborn in the kingdom. All right, through the loins of the 1/3, loins of the elect. Continue.
Deuteronomy 4:32. For acts now of the days that are past, which we before thee, since the day that the Most High created men upon the earth, and acts from the one side of heaven unto the other, whether there hath been any such thing as this great thing is, or hath been heard like it.
Right, nothing's been heard like this before. Nothing's been heard like, hey, the beauty of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai before. There's nothing that can compare. All right, now it's the new song and the new testimony, bringing unto the remembrance what was said at times past. All right, what was said to be, what was to be ordained. Okay, go ahead, one more verse.
Continuing. Did ever people hear the voice of the Most High speaking out of the midst of the fire, as they has heard and lived?
Right. This was only the nation of Israel that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, go to Exodus 19 now, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai had to care for. All right, and pull Amos 3 for me. 19 and start at 3.
This is Exodus 19:3. And Moses went up to the Most High, and Yahweh called unto him out of the mountain, saying, This shall they say unto the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle wings, and brought you out unto myself.
Right, you have seen what I did to the Egyptians. All right, and bear you on eagle's wings. All right, had a chariot, Yahushai, Yahushai in that chariot lead you out of the land of Egypt. Go ahead and pull Amos.
Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
Right. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said, you only. He said all the family, all the nation of Israel that he brought out. All right. Hey, this is a testimony unto you. All right.
All right. Hey, that goes to prove punishing the nation of Israel for the iniquities that sin. Sin is transgression of the law.
Right.
You have to be given the law to break the law.
Right.
All right. And who's given the law? Romans 9, and Romans chapter 9, man.
Right.
The Israelites were given the law.
Right. Matter of fact, go ahead and pull that. I was going to call for it too. So you can go ahead and get that. Finish on 19, read down to 6.
Exodus 19:5. Now, therefore, if ye will obey the voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
Right. A peculiar treasure unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai above all people. All right. None, not just one people, not two people. All right. Not 4 people. All people. Above all. All right. Because it is you who I gave my law, statutes, and commandments to. The brother's going to read it right now.
Romans 9:4. Or I'm going to start at 3. It says, For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to flesh.
My brethren, my kinsmen, my family. All right. According to what? According to the flesh. According to the seed line. All right. According to the seed of men that came through the father's line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. Go ahead.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh and the promises.
Right. Who are given the law. All right. The service and the promises. Like the brother said earlier, hey, you have to have the law to break the law. Right. All right.
Don't get more plain than that. If
Right.
you can't see it, then I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
It says, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, the Mashiach came, who is over all, Yahweh blessed forever. Amen. Hey, that's just, Matthew 1 and 21. That's all you need to say.
Right.
Go read that if you don't know.
Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has clearly stated who his people is in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. All right. I believe it is. Yeah. 1 and 18. Water.
It's Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls.
Right. Hey, their pedigree by the lines of their father. All right. Once again, to go and show you the seed. All right. It's the seed line that matters. It's that seed, that bloodline that was blessed. Okay. That blessing belongs unto the nation of Israel. Okay.
And Esau destroyed all those records,
Right.
and then gave you the proverbs and bywords to believe that was your truth, and then all these damn freaking country flags for you to go get crazy over with and start down there gangbanging against other nations.
Right. Hey, go back to Deuteronomy. We're at 4. Start at 5 and read down to 7. Whoever wants to get it.
Deuteronomy 5 and 7?
Yeah. Deuteronomy 4 and read 5 through 7.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. With Deuteronomy 4, starting at 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, my power, commanded me that ye shall do so in the land, whether ye go to possess it.
Right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has taught you. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians. The speckled bird whose father's line goes back. He has taught you his ways. All right. He has given that law unto you. All right. Go ahead.
Continuing. Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all the statutes and say, surely this great nation is wise and an understanding people.
Right. This is what makes you and sets you apart. All right. This is what gives you your senses. All right. This is what gives you knowledge and understanding. Outside of the 5 senses, hey, that normal beasts have. All right. And what those senses are smell, taste, sight, hearing, and touch. All right. These are the basic senses. All right. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has set you above all people. Okay. To have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding was imparted unto who? The nation of Israel. All right. The second covenant is that, hey, we shall have the law in our inward parts. Okay. To know all things. All right. You got something?
No.
Okay.
7.
Yeah.
Continuing. For what nation is there so great? Who hath the most high so nigh upon them, as Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, our power is in all things that we call upon him for.
Right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is all things that we call upon him for. All right. Because the nation of Israel needs their power. All right. We are not a power that can govern ourselves. All right. We are not a powerful nation without the power of the universe. All right. We are those same beasts. All right. And as you see, hey, what is it? So I just forgot the script. As the people, as the ruler, so are the people.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if you can grab that.
Right. Now, this is the book of Sirach, also known as book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, is chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered."
Right. A wise judge will instruct his people. All right. Hey, here Esau, Edom, and these other nations, hey, lead you to what? Death and destruction. All right, because there is nothing wholesome, hey, about this queendom. All right, there is nothing about, hey, his counterparts that is wholesome. All right, they save just enough for their people and just enough of their people to do their bidding and what they need them to do. All right, so that they may have subjects under them. Okay.
Verse 2, it says, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of men the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein."
Hey, right. Hey, just as when Alexander conquered the world. All right. Hey, and his generals took over. Was not Alexander a conqueror? All right, but wickedness has continued, furthered, through his generals. Okay, that's just one example. All right.
Yeah. It was like that. That show we was watching with it was called Alice in Borderland on Netflix.
Yep.
All right, at the end of that first season, he, the leader, he was just outright killing everybody, and they just created mass chaos, But he's doing bad, the people that he's leading, he's taking out, So who left is he going to even have to follow him, And that's pretty much what Esau doing. Man, Esau, so focused on that NWO, and pushing this MOTB, he don't care who he take out to get, to accomplish that goal. All right. That's why he's described as a roaring lion. All right.
I actually gotta breathe. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 10, and it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it polluteth, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction." All right. So, hey, this land of America, aka Rome 2.0, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, aka Egypt, destroys you, Jake. All right, and continues to destroy you. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians. All right, and the speckled bird whose father's line goes back.
That's all manners of life too. Spiritually, physically, everything that's in the food and the air that you breathe in, especially, going back to that Ohio chemicals explosion.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
It's Jeremiah 12 and 9. "My heritage upon me as a speckled bird, the birds around about are against me. Her, come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour."
Right. His heritage, that means you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, all right? Salakia, whose father's line goes back. All right. If you look like the other nations, but your father's line goes back to that, hey, you are of the nation of Israel. If this word is resonating with you, all right, if it stirs something up in your heart, all right, your heart being your mind, all right.
But what is it said, that who's in the middle? Can you read that one more time? Because it says, "Round about them that devour thee."
Yep.
Jeremiah 12 and 9. "My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird, the birds running about are against her."
Right. So even that speckled bird gets held from these other nations.
Right.
From the ones that they are in the midst of.
Right, because those curses cling unto Jake. Matter of fact, get that. This is it'll be 29. I believe it's 29, and I want to say 46.
Talking about Deuteronomy?
Yes.
28 and 45.
Is it 28 and 45?
So you're talking about the sign wonder?
Yeah. It'll cling unto you in the other nations.
What?
The other nations it shall be upon you. It's like it. Double check.
talking about for a sign wonder.
That's
Doesn't
what
say
it
clean.
says.
Yeah, start at 45.
Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thee be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power to keep his commandments.
Right, because you hearken not, Slack, because you hearken not unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You hearken not unto his commandments. All right. So these curses were put upon the nation of Israel. Hey, and these are the curses that you should be recognized by. All right. And the brother's going to continue to read, and it's going to tell you.
And his statutes, and he commanded thee, and these shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
All right. Upon thy seed forever. All right. Now, forever, this forever is talking about is not forever and always, but forever until this prophecy be fulfilled. All right. For this season. Okay. Lucky. All right. You grab Micah 4 and 7, or Slakia 5 and 7. Yep. And read through 8.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 5 and verse 7. It reads, and the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from the Lord Yahweh, as the showers upon the grass that tarrieth not for men, nor waiteth for the sons of men.
Right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hey, well, part of the curses that we will be taken from our land and will be spread abroad. All right. So this is why, hey, Jacob is in the midst of all these other nations. Okay. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is a man of war, and he's strategic on top of it. Okay. Hey, this is why that they couldn't. One of the reasons that they couldn't do away with the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, because some of them is they own son.
Right.
Well, they think that they might be their own son.
Right.
Or their own people. So they got in good.
Right.
Yeah, but you know, Jack didn't escape from all those signs and wonders. That's why some of them got health problems. You know, just any of those curses could have came. That's why you see a random Elamite from time to time get killed in that field, man.
Right.
Verse 8 says, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many peoples, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver.
Right. Because it, yeah, how about Shem Yahushai? All right. Once again, hey, placed Jacob in all these nations. All right. And he said he should go down and tear. It's lucky.
Yeah. It says, who if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. It says, thine hand shall be lifted upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off.
Right. So all thy enemies should be cut off. All right. Hey, this is like the brother just said. You believe, all right, that they're of your nation, but they be of the nation of Israel. And
Right. So, Yahweh Bashem is the ultimate Sir Planet.
right.
You know.
How about Shem Yahushai put a sleeper cell?
What is he? That's that. He is the deceived and the deceiver are both his.
God.
You know. I got a quick phrase.
God.
We can get to it. This is Jeremiah 30, and verse. It's going to be verse 16. It says, "Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey." So, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to repay, reward these other nations for their wickedness and for their destruction of his people. All right? That karmic loop is going to come around, that y'all like to talk about. Now, let's just, the judgment That's your recompense. All right. That's that righteous recompense the Lord God waiting for you. All right, and it's gonna just as you spoiled the nations and sold you know, Jake, you know, he gonna do to you. All right, but the difference is that the Israelites are gonna be in that power and righteousness. All right, so we gonna rule with it with that rod of iron, but we just won't be doing some of the abominable acts that y'all did unto us.
Yeah. It started at 7:7.
It's Micah 7:7. Therefore will I look unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I will wait for the power of my salvation. The Most High will hear me.
God, we will wait for the power of our salvation. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall hear us. All right. He shall hear the men out on the highways and byways teaching the 100% truth. All right. The doctrine coming out of GMS, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakah, all right, and the elders and the men under them, all right, teaching the 100% truth, all right, not being a respecter of persons or trying to be equal in this world, all right, having the cares of this life, okay. Yes, we have to sustain ourselves in this hellhole, all right, but nevertheless, we are to do the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Go ahead.
Continuing. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall rise.
God, rejoice not against me. But this is what those devils have done. Right? These other nations have rejoiced at the downfall of the nation of Israel. All right, continuously. All right, and chiefly Esau, Edom. All right, through all the works and the things that they have, the laws and the grievous laws that they have set up. All right, through slavery, through redlining. All right, through being the last hired, first fired. All right, everything. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. When I sat in darkness, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai should be my light unto me.
Right, and we have been sitting in darkness. All right, we have been. Hey, we were in the low valley. All right, the valley of death, that low place. All right, and hey, 2/3 of our nation are still in a dark place. All right, still can't see the light of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Can't fathom the glory that is in them. All right, because they choose to either one, not adhere to the law, statutes, and commandments because they believe that their God is supposed to fit them and they're not supposed to fit their God. All right, or they were just rejected. Ultimately, they both were rejected by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right? You're those same spirits that said, let thy blood be upon us and our children. Right? You're those same 2/3 bastards. All right? You are bastards that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has no care for. All right? Go ahead.
Continuing. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai because I have sinned against him until he plead my case and execute judgment for me.
Right. 1/3 of the nation of Israel will adhere. All right. We'll adhere and we'll accept that, hey, we fucked up. All right. It wasn't Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that turned his back on us because he wanted to. All right. It's because, hey, we did what we said we wouldn't do. All right. Because, hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is a man of his word, and he's not a man that he lies. All right. That he should lie. All right. So what did he do? Hey, he made good on his word. All right. So we have to bear that and the acknowledgement of it. All right. This is the beginning of repentance. All right. Acknowledging that you did it and you were wrong. All right. Hey, and then humbling yourself, hey, to be retaught. Yes, sir. No, I wanted you to pull it in because I knew you pulled down. If you be bastards. Yeah, Jason, will he love it?
All right, get this.
I thought you were pulling it up to lock it. Yeah, let him get this first.
Oh, you want that in? What's that? Is this Proverbs or is that in Deuteronomy?
Proverbs.
Cool. I was thinking that it's like 14.
I believe so.
Come on, okay. No, no, that's me. I don't know where it was at. So, I don't know. I thought it was.
I thought it was. My Lord.
I thought it was in the Deuteronomy.
I thought it was in. Yes. Salaki Akib. Nakwa.
No.
But you can hold it. You were on 9, right? Go ahead and read 10 while he's looking for that. That's all right. I just have to continue. That's all right. Read it from the top. Read 9 from the top.
Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my case and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness.
Right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has brought us forth to the light. Abaratazah, we be those men. All right. Out on the highways and byways, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakar, and the elders and the men under them. Okay. That he has given us a shot at salvation. All right. That he has opened his word up unto us. All right. Got it?
Yeah, I had it the first time I was there, but I can read now. It was Hebrews 12 and 6. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son of whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
Right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is the father. All right. Hey, Yahushai is our big brother. All right. And being the fact, be the fact, we are loved. All right. And when your child does something wrong, as a father, what do? All right, you correct him. All right. The correction for the Most High, there is no limit. Okay. What is death to the Most High? All right, to put a son or daughter to death when I control death and life. All right, when I control, all right, I can take you out and set you back up. In a moment, if that's what's needed, if that's what I'm feeling. Okay, that's what the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. And who cares about a bastard child? All right, who cares about a child that's not theirs? All right, and a child that is just roaming on the street. All right, and tries to do harm to your child. Okay, that bastard ain't mine. All right. You could have a son or daughter. All right, and they have a friend, and a friend try to do ill towards them. All right. Even though that they came over the house and spent the night and you fed them and so on and so forth, if they touch your child in any way, shape, or form and did them wrong, they are now bastards. All right? Hey, get that little bastard out of my house. All right? I'm not vibing with them anymore for what they did to you. All right? Because they turned on you. All right? They weren't a true friend. Okay.
Right. Yeah. This is Micah 7:10. Then shall they, my enemies shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which say unto me, where is Yahweh Shem Yahushai thou power? My eyes shall behold her, none shall none shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Done. Hey, my enemies shall see me. All right, the enemy being the other nations, chiefly talking about. That's also talking about, hey, you Israelite women. All right, hey, that hate the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that hate wanting to get in order. All right, because you can't live your YOLO. All right,
Yeah.
living your best life, your hot girl summer. All right, you're because you can't be a bad bitch. All right, you could just, hey, with that attitude, you're not a bad bitch, you're just a bitch. All right, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai has no cares for any bitches in his nation. All right, this is not a nation where bitches are allowed to be. All right, as a dog could get put down, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to put those bitches down as well. All right.
Proverbs 3:11, it says, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord.
That's what it's like. I had that.
Huh?
I had that. Well, I got that right here. That's, hey, this is great. Go ahead.
Despise not the chastening of the Lord, Yahweh, neither be wary of his correction. All right. For whom the Lord loveth, he corrected, even as a father the son in whom he delighted.
Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai loves, hey, loves you, Israel, loves the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. All right, on this go around. All right, he loves you. That's why he's correcting you. All right, that's why he's taking the time, hey, to set up the prophets yet again. All right, to show you his love and cry out unto you. All right, in the chief place of concord in the marketplaces. All right, crying out unto you, telling you to come back, repent. All right, learn his ways, learn his judgments. All right, learn who you are and whose you are. All right, that you don't belong to yourself, that there is more, hey, there is more in the essence of life. All right, there is more than your video games. There is more than the strip.
More than chasing the bag.
And more than chasing the bag, more than just your woman.
Trying to be successful.
All right.
That Gloria is going to be established from the bloodline.
God.
You know, and this the height of this, you know, that you can reach in this on this side is going to look, you know, small compared to you know, where we're already going to be set up at. Not even where we're going to go to. All right, that inheritance is already going to like have us set up, you know, good. Kind of like how, you know, Esau got, you know, an heir. Okay. Well, we're gonna have that heir, and then it's gonna grow on from there. All right, and be we're gonna be a tyrant to these, you know, to these slaves, but they're gonna love us because, except for Esau, you know, for
Right.
1,000 years, and everybody else, they're gonna love us because they're gonna have their own land. They're gonna have, you know, enough. We just gonna get the glory of having, you know, Lord willing, be of the elect, but we're gonna have that glory getting the best of the best. Man, you never had that on the sun.
Right. That's when Proverbs 29:2, the first half, when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. That's when they rejoice. They rejoice because the right people be in order.
I got something else. I'll pull it next, but I wanted to pull this first. This is First Peter 4 and verse 7. Nope. Verse. Oh, the wrong chapter. Might be in the wrong chapter too. 4 and 12. Slack it. 1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you.
Right. Hey, don't think it's strange that Slakia, don't think it's strange that you have to suffer affliction. All right? Because the servant is not greater than the master. Hey, and Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right, being our master. All right? And the affliction that, hey, Yahweh put on Yahweh Shai. All right? Think it's not strange that you have to go through these trials, that you have to go through the fire of adversity. Think that is not strange. All right? Think it's strange if you don't. Think it's strange if you have everything. All right? Right. Hey, you living your best life. Hey, know that you're living in an abominable way. All right? I'm not saying brothers can't have substance and, so on and so forth. Huh.
Right? That deal, so you can live in abundance.
Right.
Right? Build yourselves up with those delicacies. Man, you had to do something to get those delicacies.
Right.
So what you do? All right. Knowing that got to that status of who, go through or have to perform some type of,
Ritual or
right, some
abominable act.
You got to a certain height of success and was like, oh, they're like, you can either keep all your money, go to jail, or die,
Right.
or you can sacrifice something,
Right.
or you could,
Hey,
get played with.
hey, perfect example. Look at the so-called top G. All right.
Right, where he at? He spoke out, against it. That's just a foreshadowing of what they're gonna do, to the prophets, because that's really who they asked. But he was pushing that masculinity.
God.
He was pushing that red pill. All right, now you got little Jake that we watching. He got an intro with Free Top G.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that sound doctrine because it feels under this truth. Maybe Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai would have provided him some protection,
Right.
or he would have maybe took him out of that high status.
Right.
Right.
Hey.
And it's not for us to say who's of the elect and who's not.
Right.
But that's just what we see. We're a discerner, and he got some pride on him.
Right.
He thinks he Neo. Right. And the top G, how shy the top G.
Right. You are not the one.
Yeah. Let me read that one. I got like 2 more scripts. So, verse 13 it says, "But rejoice." See, that goes back into the rejoicing of these trials.
Right.
Right. It says, "But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed." The church.
Yeah.
It says, but I'll start back at the top. "But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy."
Right. Be excited, be excited for not to say that hey your chastisement isn't grievous at that time. All right. Nobody gets in that chastisement at that moment and is like, this is great. Yeah.
But it may seem grievous.
Right.
It's not joyous in the present, but know at the latter end, you're gonna be thankful.
Right.
When you find out you're an Israelite, no matter if you gotta see that death by pain, if you gotta eat a missile on this side, you're still gonna be thankful that the Lord puts you through that. Because it's gonna be better than being any of these other 17 nations.
Right.
But for the elect, more so, you're gonna be glorious or you're gonna be joyous, and happy that how about Shemi Al-Shai didn't have you successful in this world, or had put these plagues on you and these things that you had to overcome.
Right.
Because that's what really builds your character, right? Because going through hard times now is when it's important, because that builds your mental strength. All right, what is that? That wisdom and knowledge and ability at times, right? So we're gonna need that foundation, those foundations of righteousness. Going back to what we was talking about earlier.
Hey, wisdom. That's why wisdom has to try you. All right, wisdom will try you. All right, because there's no way, hey, there's no way to make it out of this without Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right?
No, let me get this real quick.
Yep. You got it.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 4. It says, or actually 7 and 3, it says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness the countenance of the heart is made better. So through those so-called growing pains, that's what builds that your mind up. It gives you that mental toughness. All right, seeing death, before Jacob's trouble.
Right.
All right. There's going to be mental preparedness because you used to kind of desensitized to it.
Right. That's just like Esau Edom does it on the left hand side with these video games, that gradualism. All right. Hey, movies. You've seen this and you've played this video game so much and everything. Here it is. You can fly a drone and drop a bomb and not think of it.
Call of Duty, got some dude
right.
Used to killing people.
Right.
All right. Well, now you're going to have to do it in real life. Just get a Call of Duty.
Right.
All right. Fly a drone, Call of Duty, the fire drone against Russia.
Exactly.
Right? Against China. Right? Are you the top ranked, top 100? Y'all got a special seat in the military.
Right.
And you don't have no choice. The other option is going to be a FEMA camp.
Right. Hey, because that draft is coming. All right. Know that it's knocking on the door. All right. Because all prophecy will be fulfilled. Okay. And World War III, hey, is a prophecy. Okay. Here it is. America don't have enough troops as is, they say. Okay. That's why now your daughters are going to be drafted too. All right. Because you want it to be equally get your ass out there and die.
Right.
That's what they said.
I didn't look at like the end result.
Right.
Signing up. A lot of women and Moses in the military right now.
Right.
But they try to just get those cushion jobs. Well, you already trained for. Everybody gets trained for combat.
Right. Hey, that's why you got that. Certain things that you may have been prescribed to take. All right, may lead you to being buried. I was watching a clip.
Yeah,
all right. So
it got more than that. Being a fan of the heart.
Right.
Talking about the real, actual heart part. Right. That main organ.
Right. Hey, so hey. So not only that, hey, you women who think, I'm just gonna hurry up and get pregnant.
Be able to.
Right? You ain't gonna be able to. You're not gonna. Hey, you might not make it in the cut at the time. You got something else?
Yeah. This Romans 8:17. 18 says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us."
Right. Hey, it's not. There's no comparison to the glory that Abaratazal, we or those men, all right, are going to receive. All right. No comparison that the glory that the nation of Israel is going to receive, even the 2/3.
Right.
All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, even through you learning death by pain, he still had mercy on you. All right, he still chose you to be of his nation.
Right.
All right, but this word right now is for the elect. All right, the elect of the nation Israel only. All right, because 2/3 are not going to adhere to the laws, statutes, and commandments in the mercy and the grace that is given.
That pride at the end is something that you gotta keep a mental picture of, mental reminder, knowing that like whatever you got going on out here, if it's not involving the truth, it ain't gonna be. It is really nothing.
Right. There's no profit.
Whatever the things that are happening to you, that fiery trial, so that tribulation that happens, even in your daily life on a small scale, all that little stuff that that shit adds up, and it vexes you. All right, you got demons trying to attack you. Okay, but you got to stay strong to to combat that, so you can get to that end prize. You know, keep the eye single,
God.
right?
God. People, Mark 13 and 1. Let's start at 1.
13 and 1. Okay.
Mark 13 and 1.
Mark 13 and 1. And as he went out of the temple, as one of his disciples said it to him, Master, see what manner of stone of what buildings are here. Said Mark 13.
Slovakia. I meant Mark 13. Slovakia. I meant Mark 13 and start at 4. 4.
Okay. There's Mark 13 and 4. Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs when all these things shall be fulfilled?
Right. When shall these things be, and what time shall all these things be fulfilled? All right, all these prophecies that will be fulfilled. All right, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has declared the beginning from the end. All right, and now we are at the end of this current system. All right. Yeah, hey, second address 6 and 9. All right, tells you that. Matter of fact, somebody want to pull that right quick?
I got this water in my hand. It's like,
Yeah, that's okay.
Second address 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right. Esau is the end of the world. Who's in rulership right now? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. Hey, and then he has his counterparts in these other nations, and they're probably nothing but some tares, right? But still, nevertheless, hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said, the end of the world, all right, Esau would be in rulership, the so-called white man. All right. Go ahead. Matter of fact, read that again and start from 8.
right. Who's at the head of the WEF, World Economic Forum?
Right.
Who's at the head of every major corporation? Right. Who's the Warren Buffetts and the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers?
Right. Hey, who gets to do what they want and then tell their allies, hey, back off?
Right. They've seen that shit. Now it's coming out. We got a credible, source that America was the culprit behind the Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipe explosions, out in Germany. So hey, and it came from a credible reporter who had an inside, whistleblower,
right,
a disclosed source, because he gonna try to take them, America gonna try to take out that snitch.
Hey, but that's the devil's tongue falling upon himself as well, because Biden already told you.
Right, he put it in his video, and we already knew that they did that shit. Because that information that he's bringing out now, that everyone's like, oh shit, that was already leaked. You just didn't see it at that time.
God.
They wanted to bring it back around now.
Hey, to stir up, they trying to stir up that third woke.
Yeah, amp up that third woke. Because now you're getting more talks of America and China.
Right. Hey, you got the weak saying they're strong. You got Japan, who doesn't have a military, all right, who's not supposed to have a military, here saying that they want to spend, I think it's like $200 billion on the defense.
Oh, but and that's something I wanted to bring up too. Socket was that Biden gonna send 200 billion
for the
yeah
to Ukraine, but for the Ohio explosion, he knocked down funding.
Right.
He knocked down the governor's request for emergency funding because he said no houses were affected.
Right.
So they didn't have no natural, so it wasn't an emergency.
Hey,
Right. So they didn't get no emergency funding for that, but yet they got people going into the hospitals, sick. They said, future,
hey,
the C word, cases are definitely gonna happen.
right. Hey, they got that. They got the storm that's brewing. All right, and all these chemicals. All right, all the chemicals are going to be in the air, and that's gonna. Hey, not only does it's traveling through the natural water system. All right, it's now going to travel through the air as well. All right, because it's not like air stays stagnant. Okay.
Hey, that wasn't the only one. There was another one in Detroit that just happened.
Hey, there's five. There's five.
Another spill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like 4 spills, 5 disasters. Like I think it's 4 or 5 spills and disasters. All right. But hey, look, that combined on the East Coast and Detroit, damn near West Coast. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They're both Ohio Midwest too, right?
but yeah, I guess. Yeah. No, Ohio's in the Midwest.
Yeah, Ohio's Midwest.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I'm looking at a map in my mind. I'm trying to see where it is.
No,
I was
that's
thinking New York, over in New York and stuff. All right.
You wanted me to try that 8? The second
start
Ezra
at 8.
6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right. So Yahweh Shimei Shai gave a similitude, all right, of Esau going down by the hands of Jacob. All right, and we know and understand through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimei Shai that the ultimate Jake, all right, is Yahweh Shai. All right. Hey, that is going to bring him down. All right, because it's not you, Jake. All right, you on this planet that can take Esau, Edom down. All right, we have to have our deliverer. All right, Yahweh Shai. All right, his name meaning he who delivers. All right, the deliverer. All right, salvation. All right, salvation come through no other name. What is salvation? To be saved. All right, how do you what is the action of saving? To take. All right, you have to be taken from something that is detrimental to you. All right. You got some? Yeah, go back to me.
Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." So that's really what we're gonna be saved out of is this all-out chaos. That sedition amongst men. All right, nuclear war. All right, that third world war.
Hey, fallout, pestilence, famine, everything. Hey, everything that's knocking on the door, everything that's right here in front of your fucking face, and you choose not to see. All right. Those of you that physically see it but not adhering to. All right, and it's not about the other fucking nations. We don't care. All right. May death and destruction be unto you and your family. All right, for the hell and the atrocities that you have caused unto our nation. All right, you have to feel that. All right, it is for you to take that. Now you will drink of that cup. All right.
He's saying, put this weakness upon your head.
Come on.
Back at it's Mark 13 and continuing on 5. And Yahweh Shai answered them, begun to say, take heed, lest any man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Mashiach, and shall deceive many.
Right. Yahweh Shimei Shai said, take heed. All right, because there's many false Mashiachs. All right, from your Creflo fucking dollars. All right, that fucking demon. Your Joe Osteen, TD Fakes. All right, Geno Jennings. All right, hey, him especially, but I was talking about Creflo Dollar. But
I don't know you really.
yeah, I really even more is Jennings teaching Bible. Hey, you don't know the Bible. You're a fucking liar. The Bible, hey, the way that you interpret the Bible is an atrocity unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, you're a false prophet. All right, hey, you need to be retaught. All right, hey, go talk to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, repent that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua may have mercy on you. All right, but all the shit and abominable shit that you say, hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua may destroy you. All right, yeah, fucking get on my nerves. I can't stand that guy. You know, hey, oh.
The being the adder of the word too is
God.
Speaking the truth and not speaking sound doctrine.
Right. Hey, speaking damnable heresies.
Not warning your own people of the upcoming destruction. All right, yeah, you blowing that unsure sound.
Right.
All right, you just saying everything. That peace doctrine ain't gonna kill you. You know, because you're saying everything's okay. I mean, everybody gonna get blindsided. Your ass gonna be like the creature on The Walking Dead. You know, kick everybody out, save all the food for ourselves.
Right.
You know, and then go in after the destruction came, go out walking around like a little punk.
Hey, that's getting back to the Bible. Fucking asshole. Sorry. I can't stand that. Hey, him and Al Sharpton. And them two niggas is peas in a pot. All right? Fucking ridiculous. All right, go ahead.
Continue on 7. And when ye shall hear the wars of rumor of wars, be ye troubled, for much things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet.
Right. Are we not hearing of wars and rumors of wars? All right. Hey, but hey, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. That's why the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Abaratazad, where those men aren't going to be troubled. Okay? Because he has given us the playbook. All right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gives you the playbook and gives you play by play. All right? Play by play. He has the head coach. He has the defensive coach. All right? He has the offensive coach. All right? Which are the apostles that he has set up. Starting with the apostle Tahar. All right? The 100% doctrine. All right? Hey, that's why you got brothers from other camps, all right, now waking up and said, you know what? Hey, GMS is right. All right? GMS is right because the 100% doctrine, the full truth. All right? Here you are trying to be Jack Nicholson. I want the truth. All right? And most of you can't handle the truth. All right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has to put it on your spirit. All right? But a way that can happen is through repentance. All right? Take away your pride. You other jakes who are out there on the highways and byways not teaching sound doctrine. All right? The 100% truth comes out of GMS. All right?
It's all going to be really, of election.
Con.
First, because I ain't going to hear it without Yahweh Bashim Yahushai putting the spirit on.
Con.
So, who Yahweh Bashim Yahushai chose.
Right. Hey, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee and ordained you a prophet unto the nations, to prophesy unto the nations.
That's why they get offended, by the truth.
God.
Because you don't like a certain thing, you think it's and this all goes back into everything that they was speaking about.
God.
From MOT being sin, which is false, because the RFI to the D, C hip, all right, that's been established clearly these last couple of weeks, and we're gonna keep on saying it. Lord willing.
Yeah, 3 states already passed the bill.
Right. Hey, and it was already signed in the law of 2019.
Right, but I'm saying that doctrine,
right,
that completely, got shattered. These last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then, you had that, then we don't got to get into it, but the whole thing about the dealing with prostitutes and everything, and that's on some whole other shit, but hey, it's the defense of the gospel.
God.
You know, you try to look and pick and choose everything to try to make these men, which is prophecy.
Right.
Persecute these men.
Hey, I got that.
And saying
That's
that
right here.
they doing something wrong when it's scriptural. Man.
Let me go ahead and pull that. Since we was gonna get to it, but I'll go ahead and pull it right now. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13 and verse 13, and it reads, "And ye shall be hated for Slack you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake."
That's the true name of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Because people love Jesus out here. What would Jesus do? What would the new Super Bowl commercial? Jesus saves, but the us is highlighted like these moles and faggots get fucking or as the Pope would have it, he accepts them now.
Right.
God accepts everybody.
Right.
All right, that's false, man. That's what it's saying in Corinthians, casting down the imaginations.
Yeah.
That's a stronghold, man. It's a stronghold that this devil has put up because he's perverse. All right, because he's a homo.
Right.
So he tries to push that on everybody else to destroy them. That's why you have Jake out here, with a beard and titties.
Everything is not acceptable unto the Most High. All right. Everyone is not acceptable unto the Most High. All right. It is the nation of Israel. All right. Through your father's line that is acceptable. All right. And then the 1/3 only is acceptable on this side of the nation.
Right.
All right.
That feminine spirit, plagued Israel. Man.
God.
Toxic femininity.
Right. And then for the women, toxic masculinity.
Right. It's toxic femininity.
Right. I get you. Go ahead.
They definitely surpassed that man.
Go back to
that aspect.
Yep.
That's what he was saying,
Yep.
in Jeremiah. They shall surpass them. You said toxic masculinity was bad.
Right.
The toxic femininity worse. See them demons screaming over that 187. So all those demons came out.
Go ahead.
It's Mark 13 and 8. For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places.
Hey, did Turkey not just have a 7 point? Was it 8?
7.6.
7.6. That was the aftershock. It was 7.8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sincerely, guys. The aftermath is crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Nevertheless, whether it's a 7.6, whether it's a 2.3, whether it's a 3.0, all right? Hey, earthquakes, you're seeing earthquakes are happening all over still right now.
Yeah.
All right? Even though that they be small, hey, is it not an earthquake if it's continuously happening?
It was 5.5. I forgot wherever location it was. Right after the one in Turkey, it was a 5.5 overseas somewhere that had a earthquake as well too.
What's the death toll now?
Hey, I think it was
Over
up at
20,000.
30,000.
It was like 35.
Yeah, over 30,000.
So what's it say in Second Edris? All these things are coming for as scourges of amendment.
God.
All right. And that second once I get this thing.
All right, go ahead. Keep on that.
Those are the beginnings of sorrows.
Hey, these are only the beginning of sorrows. These are the beginning of the woes. All right, these are the beginnings of people saying, did you hear what happened in Turkey? It was 35,000 people. The death toll's up to 35,000. Right. Hey, you got enough problems here in your land of America. All right, you need to worry about your damn self. God. Oh my goodness, there are women and children and old people. Hey, how about Shimei Shai said what? I will laugh at your calamity and mock you when your fear comes. Old and young. All right. Maid, small child. All right. Everybody get it. Everybody gets judgment. All right. Hey, and it doesn't matter if you're of the other nations. You're still having judgment passed on you. Okay, for all your atrocities, abomination. Even though when he said, "Hey, Salakia," when he said, "I will laugh at your calamity and mock when your fear comes," he was truly talking to Jake right then. All right, but he was still talking to you other nations as well. It's it's a twofold. Okay, because nobody escapes the judgment seat.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
God sent as scourges for amendment. All right, say so that hey, that correction may come. All right, go ahead and read down. Yeah, I was just
Verse 18 says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
right. But here it is. You don't want to be mindful, Slakia, of those things. And Yahweh Shai said that. All right. He clearly stated and said you would not be mindful. You still wouldn't take heed. All right. Because you're drunken on this Babylonian juice. All right. You're drunken in believing that this land can save you. All right. That this man has all the answers. Okay. When he doesn't know shit.
They're kind of believing like this is all they got.
Right.
This is it. Ain't nothing happening.
Right. Hey, that's that do as thou wilt spirit, that Aleister Crowley. All right. Hey, what is that? Was it Wisdom of Solomon at the vanish away? No, it wasn't Wisdom of Solomon. No. I got it. Yeah, go ahead.
This is 2 Esdras, chapter 2, verse 27. It says, be not wary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. All right, let's talk about the elect. The Lord gonna look out for his elect in those days, but as we've seen, everybody else gonna be, they're gonna be shit out of luck. All right, losing their damn mind, bugged out. Why is this happening? Why can't all the power got out? There's an EMP bomb. There's an EMP attack, cyber attacks. Shoot, can't go into the store now because these tactics that this devil has put in play. All right, to get you to go in so he can usher in that NWO, that Great Reset, so he could further and further distance you from the Most High to make you accept, something abominable in the sight of the Lord. All right, which is that I see here. All right, verse 28 says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. So, the heathen going to envy Israel in that day. All right, well, the elect of Israel. All right, and why are they going to envy us? Because we're going to have that cloak covering. We're going to be able to maneuver through this madness, with a sound mind, Lord willing. All right. But you ain't gonna see two women walking alone in those times. All right, walking freely at the grocery store, because you're gonna have people trying to rob them for their goods. All right, hey, that sedition amongst men is gonna be that city of lawlessness. All right, no police gonna come and save your ass at that time. You can't call the ambulance because your grandma having a heart attack. All right, shit's gonna get so bad you gonna even try to turn around and eat your own family, man. When that food gets turned out. All right.
Right. Hey, and how about Shimei Shai? Hey, he ordained this to happen. Scourges for amendment. All right.
All right. Only the elect has that covering. And that's going to be a blessing in that time. All right, what do you say? Jumping back into 16th chapter, he says, then his elect will be known,
Right.
All right, he's gonna make his elect known through the disasters and destruction that's coming, because they're gonna be the only ones standing. All right, the only ones, capable of having a sound mind and all out chaos.
God. Right.
Man, what would you do for a peace of mind? Apostle recalls that you're gonna be people, bitches gonna be, crawling for some food, in a dumpster, and we're just gonna be eating a fat ass steak, because the Lord said He's gonna feed us, or He might rain down some manna.
Right.
Right.
Well, nevertheless, he's
Take
still
some of
gonna be
that.
fed.
That sweet honey from the wilderness.
Right.
You know?
That heavenly bread. All right. Go ahead.
This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, starting at 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not are right. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of men there is no redeemer. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right. And that's what these devils say. Right. That's what 2/3 of the nation of Israel says. Hey, we're living our best life. This is that Aleister Crowley spirit. Do as thy will. All right. Hey, our life. Hey, there's nothing after this.
Right, they don't believe that.
All right. They don't believe in the Most High. All right. They only believe in they believe in themselves. They got that Drake started from the bottom of here. I did it all by myself. All right. Go ahead.
That's their pride.
God.
All right. They they think that they tell and have the power, to make Yahweh's will change to their own.
God. Hey, you don't bend Yahweh's will, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's will. You've been to the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
That's part of the delusion.
God. Right, go ahead.
Continue. For we are born at all adversity, for we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
Right, and that's chiefly talking about Esau, Edom. But those who follow after Esau, Edom, you're likened unto them too. All right. Hey, because here it is. You don't have a sound belief system. All right. And being that you other nations, hey, you have false idol as your God. All right. Hey, and it was set up that way. All right. So you can have that delusion. All right. Because it is all about the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right.
They'll play to a statue.
Right. Right. Whether you pray to an elephant, the bitch with 2 axes. All right.
Those folks, they don't give no power to Jake. Right. That's what they forget.
Right. Hey, Slocky, but it's you, Jakes. You want to praise. You want to go after Buddha. All right. You want to go after the Mother Mary. All right. You want to go after all this. All right. You continue to go after all this atrocity. All right. All right. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 3, which been, you just said it too, extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirits shall vanish as the soft air.
Right. Here it is. You think your body is just going to be spread over the ocean, right? It's just going to vanish the soft air. Hey, the spirit returns to the Father, him who gave it. All right. Hey, on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side. And you other nations are on the left-hand side. All right. All right. You still return. Yeah, you still return to the Father. All right. But it is it's because you don't have the righteous rulers over you. That's why you don't understand. All right. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has come to set things back in order. All right. He has started with the men, starting with the Apostle Tahar. All right. Who's been Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakah. Right. The Salakia, the elders and the men under them. All right. The apostles been out here 30 plus years. Elders 30, 20 plus years. All right. giving you sound doctrine, all right, for the nation of Israel, all right, because the people, all right, will rejoice and the righteous in them. Why? Because they will have to learn, hey, the law, statutes, and commandments and the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, and know that their family will have a inheritance, all right, a glory in their nation, all right, that they may live fulfilled in an abundance in their lot of life. Okay,
This time it's not by choice.
God,
You know, it's gonna be by by force.
right?
You know, the Most High is making it. His way is gonna be established without an option. There is no other option.
Continuing forth, and our name shall be forgotten in time.
Hey, that's talking about Esau, Edom. All right, your name will be forgotten. All right, nobody will give a damn about the so-called white man. All right, so-called white woman or child. All right, Esau, Edom will be taken out. Thus saith the Bible. All right, because Esau knows who he is. All right, Esau knows who he truly is. Hey, he has the documentation. He's the one that changed the laws. All right. Right.
He's an adversary.
God.
Reversing all his ways.
Go ahead.
He puts that covering, as a disguise. It's like
He's just trying to be a chameleon.
he just tries to blend in. Like, now we was them, right? can I grab
Yeah.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
God. Hey, it's given unto the hand of the wicked. Who has iconoclasm? Hey, in their history. All right, chiefly. All right, who started it? All right, Esau, Edom is the one who did it. All right, it was him that changed the faces.
He was doing that, way before time. He did that to, Daphne,
God.
in the Greco-Roman era. Said, oh, we Greeks. How you were, said, we with them, and then that's that culture vulture spirit.
I love that culture.
Right? They was the creators of it. All right, they're the doers of it. Which is a lot of Jake, like that is or not a lot of Jake, but a lot of like Jewish, the ish rappers and stuff. Like I think Jack Harlow, Jake. Like some of them is Jake, but that's the whole spirit of Esau, though. To completely break down a system or someone's culture and then take it up as their own. Oh, I like this, so they do that over in I believe India too. They just I like how everything's set up here. Let's say that we've made it. So, we're that intelligent. No, but it's also saying in the book of Job that you're the base man. All right, the lowest of the low.
There's no creativity.
All right, y'all went from the Caucasus Mountains. Y'all went from rulership back into the Caucasus Mountains where y'all was living horribly. All right, had no sense of and still don't have no sense of cleanliness. Okay, y'all was cannibals. That's what that's what your
Nothing changed.
right. You got that. What's that dude's name? Who all on steroids and shit.
Oh, Liver
King. Prime example of this. Got that book, The Delectable Negro.
King.
And there was They was even making Jake take part of they weird shit. You know, cutting the rod off Jake and then feeding it to himself.
Um, I'm trying to think of the men of Israel. Why gauge he shall return in the same way that he came. Talking about the chariot, how shall I come? The
Is
chariot.
that in Acts?
I believe it might be Acts 1.
Yeah, it's in Acts 1.
God.
I believe that's what it is. I grabbed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 hours. Like 50 something.
Yeah, we're gonna hit a couple and then we're gonna.
You got it? All right.
Yeah. Go ahead and pull that and pull Mark 13 and 26.
Yeah, I got it. This is you want me to start?
Okay, you can start.
This is Acts 1 and verse 9. It says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, it says, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
See yourself on the sign. Got a question?
I'm gonna go here. Sorry, the allergies are here. Not.
All right, so it says, and when he had spoken these things, this was talking about Yahweh Shai. All right, it says, when he had spoken these things, well, they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Okay, so break it down.
Go on.
It's like,
Oh, you can go ahead.
all right, that cloud was a chariot.
Yep.
You know, the UAP or UFO that you know you've been hearing so much talks about in the news, and Yahweh Shai, you know, was taken up by that chariot.
Right.
It says, and while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall also come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Hey, Yahweh Shai said he's going to come back. The angel said Yahweh Shai is going to come back the same way he left. All right, in that chariot. All right, in that cloud. All right. Go to Mark.
It's Mark 13 and 26. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory.
Oh, and that power and glory that will be seen is that UAP or the so-called UFO. All right. Hey, it is identified as the chariots of Israel. All right. Hey, that fathership is going to come. Hey, and Yahweh Shai is going to be standing on it. All right. Saying, come up hither. All right. Calling upon his elect. All right. That have steadfast, that have stayed in the faith. All right. That have endured unto the end. All right. And those who passed and perished will be on the ships with them. All right.
It's like that incident when NASA was doing that live stream, and then that one scholarship that was showing us something, cut it off.
Right. Go ahead.
And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elite, so like the elect, from our 4 winds, from the uttermost part of the earth and the uttermost part of heaven.
Right. Because this thing is all about the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. He said he would gather them from the 4 parts of the earth. All right. That's north, east, south, and west. All right. That's 4 parts. All right. Hey, here it is. America was called the 4th part. All right. I believe until, what was it, around 1564? Somewhere around there, it was called the 4th part of the earth. But nevertheless, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, hey, ordained it. All right. We are the farthest west that you can get. All right. No, that's it.
Revelation 19 and 11, and I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. All right, that white horse being Yahweh Shai.
God.
All right, riding upon that chariot.
Yep.
You
Hey, pure and true. All right, that's why you white horse. All right, pure and true. All right, not as these so-called white people would call themselves. All right, because they're not pure nor true. All right, and they have always been found to be the lie. All right,
Anything, right?
Sure.
Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Right. Yahweh Shem Shai did not come to send peace, but send a sword. All right. You can trust in this land of America if you want to.
Right. So
Right.
with both righteousness, in saving and redeeming his elect of Israel, all right, his chosen. But then he's also going to come with that judgment.
Right.
All right. And with that sword, man, he's going to be slaying a lot of, wickedness out here.
Right.
He's bringing that judgment to Esau, with dyed garments from Basra.
Right.
All right. So the blood up to a horse's bridle. So somewhere like here.
Right.
This is going to be the blood in the land.
Right. Hey, Yahweh Shem Shai, is just and righteous in all his ways and all his judgments.
The apostle say, think about it. Think about it. Like this is going to be a lot of death in that day.
God.
The slain of the Lord shall be many. All right, because there is many that are deserving. Man.
Right. Hey, but you have the prophecies. Hey, popping like popcorn. All right, continuing on. All right, and we know. Hey, another prophecy that through this censorship is about to happen is the famine of the word. Okay, this famine of the word is about to happen. They're about to take. Hey, these epistles down. All right. Here it is. They're going to stop you from hearing or receiving the word, all right, or trying to receive the word, all right, because you have to be ordained to hear it, okay? You have to have that faith that was already in you foretime, all right? You want to pull Amos? All right, you get it? Oh, you got it, Amos. Go ahead and pull Psalms. Yeah, Psalms.
Amos 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh.
God, a famine is coming. All right, not just a famine of bread and water as you're seeing right now, but a famine of your social media, a famine of the internet. All right, a famine of your entertainment. All right, for those of you that are entertained, by the internet, and just think upon the internet as of something of entertainment. This is not. It wasn't created for your entertainment. It was created for the heavy lifting of Yahweh Shem Shai for you to receive these scriptures. All right, for you to receive this truth. Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and the speckled bird whose father's line goes back. Right. It's for you to receive. Okay? But if you don't want to adhere to it, you're going to be likened unto a famine. Okay? The famine of the word. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, Yahweh, and shall not find it.
God, you're going to wander from sea to sea. All right, you're going to go to that one place. I remember those guys were up there at this. I remember the brothers were over here at this. All right, here it is. You may have some camps, still out and about, but they're guaranteed not to be teaching the 100% truth. All right, because with the 100% truth, it says what? Discern the times. All right, and when that order is given to discern the times, then you'll know. All right, come on.
It says in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
God, faint for thirst, for not being able to hear the word. The women, all right, the men, the children, all right, of the nation of Israel, who are now at this time, they want to start to get it now. All right, because now that they'll start seeing when the doors of mercy are sealed, all right, they'll start to see that hey, them brothers were out on the highways and byways were telling the truth. All right, the whole time. All right, the truth coming out of GMS.
Right, they're gonna get that
That aha moment.
that Jimmy Neutron brain blast,
Right.
at the too late.
Right.
Which, how much my son's gonna wake up some at the last Trump, but hey, how long is that last Trump?
Right.
Definitely not gonna be after you get the MOTP.
Exactly.
And
And
you might be in the line and then see like this ain't right, then you go and
right.
get guided into the way of a brother, but
Hey, why take that chance now? Ultimately, we know once again it's through election. But for you, Jakes, that here, right, you have heard the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Think, why take that chance? All right. If this be a wake up call to you, let it be a wake up call unto you.
right, that's why not adhering to the word when Yahweh Shem Yahshua giving you that opportunity that usually leads to a execution. Because it usually leads to your death.
Hey,
prime example when DMX walked up on ISUK.
Right.
All right. He heard a form of the word, it wasn't the whole truth, but
he could have sought more. All right. He chose not to sought more, ultimately because he wasn't chosen by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. But hey, he had the opportunity to say, hey, let me inquire more. Let me go see if there's somebody else who said this and said it where it might resonate with me better. Right. Yeah.
But it just goes to show.
Right. And tarry not to turn to the Lord.
Right.
All right.
Being where you already knew. You probably heard the real truth.
Right. Just like,
but that was another opportunity, but he denied it.
Right.
It says, what is them that deny Yahweh Shai, are condemned already.
Yeah. Hey, denying the way of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is guaranteeing your death. Right. All right. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 19 and 1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
Right. Hey, the heavens declare the glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, through these epistles. All right. Hey, through the wonders and signs that are given. All right. Hey, this internet is nothing more than a sign of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's strength and power. Okay? You have the ability to travel the world in milliseconds. All right? If that ain't strength, what is?
Right.
Right.
Watch somebody on the other side of the world.
Right. You can have it translated in any language. All right? Go ahead.
Day unto day utterly speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Right. Day unto day. All right. Night unto night. Hey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. 300 what is that? Leap year? 66 days a year, or 64 days, 64 and 65 days a year. All right. Knowing that that's not real time. All right. But it's Esau Edom's calendar. All right. All right. Go ahead. I think there's one more.
Yeah. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
There's no speech or language that their voice is not heard. All right. No speech or no language. Therefore, there is no room for excuses. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has given it unto you whatever way that you need it. All right. Whatever way that you need to understand it. All right. Whether it be in Cantonese, Japanese, Chinese, sign language, all right, Ebonics, all right, it's given to you. All right. Through your Anglo-Saxon speech. All right. It is given to you any way. All right. So you cannot have an excuse. All right. He gives, that's why the doctrine comes out of GMS, Salakia. All right. That's why, brothers are scholarly. All right. Studying to show themselves approved. Going into the secular history and going into the spiritual history. All right. So, that you have the knowledge to defend Yahweh Shem Yahushai's word and to prove all things. All right.
Psalms 19 and 4. For the line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. And them hath he set a tabernacle under the sun.
Right. Hey, the line has went out through the whole earth. All right. That line being that unicorn. All right. Those satellites. All right. Helping utter that speech day unto day, night unto night. 364 and 365 days a year.
Revelation 13 and 15 says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. Hey, this beast system, all right, the CHIP is speaking loud and clear from the 3 states that have just signed it in to law, all right, through the 2019, all right, bill 666, all right, giving you giving you clear sign that this is it. All right, giving you sound doctrine that this is it. Connecting the CBDC. All right, Hillary. What Hillary said, it's time to do away.
An article saying for climate change, we need to go cash.
Right.
So, their narratives is all coming together now. This is what they want to do. They going to take out, all these cryptos, and then because what they're doing with all the cryptocurrencies, they making them fraudulent.
Right.
So they need to set up their own safe network. All right, that's the central bank digital currency. Combining that with, all these other technology devices that they're coming out with.
Right. It's technocracy.
They gonna merge 2 and 2 together.
And a lot of those CEOs for those cryptos were being killed.
Right. You had some get killed off. You had was it FTX or FTP, whatever, FTX, one of them.
Suicide.
He committed suicide.
It was one of them.
No, I thought that was a Elamite. That's it.
That's funny.
Yeah, the other one is the dude that ripped off all the ripped off Tom Brady.
$87 million.
Yeah, and then you had same boat. You got
For 12 million.
yeah, something like that. I think I heard recently that it was actually a little bit less. He was trying to cover it up, say it wasn't that bad, because it's kind of embarrassing. You a rich athlete, and you get your money.
Like that.
Yeah, you don't want to make that public news, but
Right.
But because of who you are,
Right.
it gets put out on display.
Because you weren't watching and being diligent. All right.
Verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead.
All right. Whether that be the CHIP in your right hand or the Neuralink or any other form or any other company. All right. That has that technology. All right. That is doing that technology for the reasons thereof. All right. Because there's different brands, just like you have different brands of shoes. All right. Here it is. All right.
Take that, Jordan.
This is your heritage. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, belong unto you, the nation of Israel, special people, God's people. All right. Yeah. Right. Hey, that's the spirit. Spirit got him looking. All right. He sees something. All right. He can't be more than 6 or 7 years old. He's not nothing. He's not nothing. He's just a big boned boy. Right. So, nevertheless.
It's bigger now.
Right.
I mean, when I was in high school, I was like, the younger generations looked like it was smaller. But they got, they kind of got bigger.
Hey, how about Shimmy Al-Shai turning things right?
Kids don't speak the ages.
Yeah.
Come out
10
there,
months.
talk.
Right.
This is a on verse
Yeah, you're on verse 17.
17. Yeah, Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the thing or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
All right. So, hey, you won't be able to buy or sell. That means no more grocery stores. All right. Hey, you see that in the what is it? Amazon stores. You've seen the setup on Walgreens, on ATMs. All right. Wally Mart. All right. Wally World has that new AI. All right. Hey, there's a whole systems are getting set up, and hey, they're giving incentives for businesses to switch over right now. Right.
You know, it's a small business.
Right.
Why
You know
not?
what I'm saying? That's shit. That's one less deposit I have to make at the bank.
It's a free thing.
All right. It's a free 10 minutes. Hey, we're going on vacation before the store opens. All right.
Major companies, they do like, wow.
Right.
You know, but then they're going to hit them with that switch over. You feel 100,000.
Yeah. Switch over, give me 100,000, or else we're going to shut your business down. Right.
Or
Hey, comply, or your retail will die. All right. So this is all prophecy, and it's all through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, because his word will not return unto him void. So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians, and the speckled bird whose father's line goes back. Hey, repent. All right? Repent for the atrocities that you have committed. Stop following after these other nations. Stop following after these false doctrines. Okay? Stop following after the false Christianity. All right? Come back unto your power. Come back unto the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? Know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has a love and a care for you. Once again, we understand that it is only the 1/3 of the nation of Israel will adhere. All right? But 2/3 will learn death by pain. All right? Lord willing, it's an edifying camp. We're going to turn and face the east. We're going to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching, preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children in the nation of Israel. It's like in the nation of Israel. We say Shalom, from Yasharallah, wa above above. Shalom. I just jumped